Okay, we had some technical issues there. Um, this is the first time doing it. So just kind of working out the kinks a little bit. So Carla is just getting set up. Carla is the lovely lady we're going to be chatting to today. I wanted to try out doing a weekly kind of like miniature podcast where I'm talking to other singing coaches, asking them a little bit about themselves. You'll see. It'll just be like a fun, casual chat. So yeah, we're just waiting on Carla to get sorted and then have our nice little chat, and it'll be lovely, I'm sure. I've got a beautiful view out of the window in front of me, and the moon is out, even though it's sunny outside. Always got to have the moon on. Okay, so let me see. I've had a message from Carla. Yeah, brilliant. Okay. Has that worked? We'll see. Hopefully we'll have Carla in a moment. I'm not sure though. We shall see. Apologies guys, just gotta work out how to do this. Hopefully that works. Fingers crossed. Yay! Oh! Oh no! Hello! Hi Carla, let me see. I'll try that again. Oh. Ooh. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's so hard to work this out. Let's see. Hopefully this will work. Yay!
Yeah, it kicked me out. It had enough for me already, you see. It had enough for me. It had enough for me.
Hello, thank you so much for joining, Carla. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. It's been a busy day.
Yeah.
A good day, though. Afternoon tea, can't go wrong. So you've got to come back and have another drink, because that's the Yorkshire way, of course.
Oh, absolutely. I love the size of the mug. That is a respectable mug.
This is a Dash of Magic mug. It is the power of most of my lessons and all that good stuff.
Oh, amazing. So you're sharing the secrets already. This is fantastic.
Filled with caffeine.
Beautiful. They only had decaf at the session I was teaching earlier.
You
know what? I like decaf. So
sometimes it's best to just as well, you know. Or good ones are singing wise, the Yogi throat teas, they're good.
Oh, yogi therapy, did you say?
The Yogi throat tea.
Yogi throat tea.
Yeah. Well, it's the same thing. But yeah, you can get them from like Holland and Barrett, I think. But they're good.
That's sick.
Especially if you've been singing quite a lot as well, and you're just like, my voice is just not playing anymore. It's always good.
Okay, well, I'll make note of that. Lovely. So, Carla, please tell us a little bit about yourself. We're going to do a bit of two truths and a lie, if you're up for it.
Gotta think of them. Truth, that is now making. Who knows? Okay, truths and a lie. Okay. Ooh.
If it makes you feel any better, I had a session yesterday with 12 people, and I was like, right, everyone give me a lie, and most people were just like, no.
Yeah.
They just wouldn't. I was like, okay, no worries.
Get it. Okay.
We can start with the truths, you know, or I suppose you should
truths
tell me
truths and lies. Yeah. We don't want to give it away.
True.
Okay. So, Okay, this one I'm going to go for is I have been in videos for the boy band Busted.
Amazing.
The next one, whichever one that may be, I have geese.
Oh, okay. Our final one.
Final one is what we're gonna go with. I have a craft shed that is very scary because it's filled with dolls, so when you open it, it looks a bit menacing.
Oh my lord.
So there are 2 trees in there and there's a lie as well.
See, I feel like you could have geese. You were telling me you've got lots of pets, and I'm like, I could believe that there might be a goose or 2 running around.
Who knows?
I don't know. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna go back on what I just said. I'm gonna guess you don't have geese. I feel like the Busted thing was very specific, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't have geese. Exactly. So if you do open my craft shed, it looks very menacing. There are
Tell me more about Busted. Sorry.
Yeah, Busted. That was obviously a long time ago, but it was pretty good. It involved a lot of maybe not attending school when one should have attended school.
Yes.
But, you know. I did eventually kind of make the very tough decision of, do I go to the year 3000 video shoot or do I do my history exam?
What was it?
I did my history exam and I really wish I hadn't have done it because I haven't used it. I haven't used history.
Yeah.
You know. But I did go to the Who's David and You Said No shoots.
Nice. Well, so it evens out then. You got your history done. You still got to go to some shoots. That's amazing.
But I wish I'd have gone to the other one, especially year 3000 of all.
It's hard to know what was going to be the hit though.
Yeah.
Could have been any.
Yeah. Who knows? There's always one that I'm not in.
Oh. So I was going to ask you next, what has doing music meant for you? What kind of positive impacts has it had? Or negative impacts. You can be honest. Anything you like.
To be honest, it has given me being able to work for myself, be self-employed. It's given me a lot more freedom over my life. And I do have a lot of respect for people working in those jobs that are, 9 to 5, retail workers, that kind of thing. I know how tough it is. And I know the things that happen where, you get all sorts thrown at you and stuff. And it's just, when you've got things going on in your own life and these people coming at you kind of like shouting at you, why can't you return this on Boxing Day? And you're just like, because I can't, I'm not allowed. Yeah. So for me, it's given me a lot of freedom. And I think it's just being able to help people kind of find ways with the voice that they didn't think they could originally do. I had this recently with a lady. She was quite surprised. She was like, I didn't know I could sing that low. What's going on? And then you just get that kind of very rewarding, like, yes, you can do this. So that is a really big positive for me with music. And I think just, especially now, as getting a little bit more involved with the community.
Yes.
That's opened a lot of kind of ideas and things of how different it is when you do have a little bit more music and the difference it makes in people's lives. I mean, I've had people kind of laughing and people jumping around and really enjoying themselves, and you just think, yeah, this is good. This is what it's about. We like the good old music. So the positives are obviously like connecting people, me connecting with people that I wouldn't necessarily normally connect with as well.
Yeah.
Getting new information from them getting information from me. Just, I mean, I don't think there's really been any negatives. I think the only negative is not enough time to do even more. That's probably my big negative of it all. Not enough time. There's never enough time.
Absolutely. I hear you there. And I know exactly what you mean about like the connecting side of it. I feel like connection is such a massive thing with music, and like forging connection, in my opinion, is more important than singing in tune or like playing an instrument perfectly or anything like that. Like connection is the thing. And yeah, it's lovely.
It's not. And I mean, it's not as even if with music you have to kind of speak the same language either. It's just there. It's great.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know about you, but I'm I'm a proper crier, me. So I'm always, when things are going really well with students, I'm like, oh, I want to cry. I hold it in. But
oh, I was crying at Eurovision. Do you know what I mean? And I'm like, well, I'm crying. No, we've got a point. Oh. So
yes.
it takes nothing. It takes nothing to set me off. But yeah, so I get that.
Maybe I need to get some mascara recommendations from you then, because your makeup is always stunning. I need something that won't run.
Do you know what? The best one I found, no word of a lie, the best one I think I found is probably the Wilkinson's one. So Wilkos.
Ooh.
And it's the Essence one. And it's black and purple. And
okay.
And I've used Gosh, I've used Bourgeois, I've used Clinique. I mean, all the expensive.
Oh my gosh.
And the primer.
Oh, I've never done a primer.
Yeah, you see, it's like a white primer with a pink top, and it's got like fruit on it. I don't know why, but it's supposed to help grow eyelashes and that kind of thing. But yeah.
Oh my
primer,
gosh.
That one, Essence. Bargain.
You are full of the amazing tips today. This is fantastic.
Well, do you know what? I think I've drunk so much tea and so much coffee, and then I'm having another coffee, and I'm just like, I'm going to be bouncing off walls till like, do you know what I mean? Stupid o'clock at night. It's just...
Absolutely.
Oh, there's a doggy just walked in.
Ooh.
Yeah, a doggy's just walked in. She's fine. She's sorting herself out.
So the next thing I wanted to ask you was, what was it? You can tell it's the first time I'm doing this, isn't it? I had it and then it just went. What's the biggest change you've seen in like a student or learner, you know, through coaching? I know you mentioned that, you know, recently someone being really surprised at how low they were able to sing when you'd coached them, like anything like that.
I think with one of my students, I think I'd probably say pitch changes. And I think a lot of that's got to do with being able to kind of get into that mixed voice space as well, because it's surprising how getting into the mix, just giving it a little bit more space and not looking at like, oh my God, this high note is really, really hard. Well, no, it's not. Take it back. And then a lot of the time, these high notes that you're hearing aren't even high. It's like a mixed C. So when you start listening to it in another way, so literally stop the track, have a listen. Is it that high? Let's find it. That kind of thing. And what I've noticed with this particular student is she's brought everything down, and she's now going to go in for her grade 6 in the, I think it's is it the rock and pop ones? Either that or the musical, I think it's the musical one, ABRSM. So she's going in for that now because she feels like she's got more confidence doing it. And she did say to me, she said, well, to be honest, I did have a teacher before, and yeah, she was great, but I didn't find these spaces. And I think a lot of the time I think especially with newer kind of teachers and stuff now, we've learned more about this very poppy, very mixy space. So when you can kind of give that, and then they find it and they go, oh my gosh, I can sing Whitney Houston, and that sounded really hard, and now it's not. It's that good stuff.
Absolutely.
But yeah, she's been singing all sorts from stuff from Wicked, stuff from Spring Awakening, Being More Chill, all these kind of like new kind of musicals and stuff. So it's good for me as well to get educated in these new musicals. So I'm like, oh my gosh, so many exist. So yeah, I'd say that's probably the biggest change, is the way that she's managed to, oh, okay, this is what's happening. So I'm pushing it up there and I just need to be there. And now she's even stopping and checking herself and going, I'm too high. I'm going too high. Right. So as soon as you make that connection, you like bring it down, then it makes it a lot easier.
Oh, absolutely.
They always say, make it easy for yourself. You don't want life to be any harder.
Exactly.
Easy. Make it easy. Especially with singing.
Fantastic. I've definitely fallen into that trap even relatively recently, honestly, like that needing to reframe where something actually is in my range. I think it was Dancing in the Moonlight. For some reason, I was feeling like the chorus was too high. But once I was like, oh, wait, no, I'm going to go for it. I was like, oh, it's fine. It was trying to like flip up and like reach for it in a kind of gentler way that just wasn't happening for me. So yeah, sometimes just reframing, isn't it?
Yeah, and just taking it back and going, look, I've probably done higher notes than this. So what's making me scared of this note? What's going on? What am I doing? And one of the best ways that I've always found to help people get on it, oh my gosh, inside tip. Bub. B bub. Bub, 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 bub. Just because when you bub, you can't really push up too high. You've got this almost like barrier that stops you from kind of creeping too high. So especially if you're looking at, you know, I don't know, say like Moana or whatever, there, how far I'll go a bit. So she's on that C, she's doing a bit of an octave fancy jump. But if you kind of work on it with the bub first, and then think about, okay, now I've got to mold a vowel to it. So what vowels have we got to move? And if you just give it a little bit more room, you get to it. And the thing that I always bombard everybody with at the start of my kind of lessons and stuff is the jaw drops lower in singing than it does in speaking. So it's got to go lower. You've got to give it space. Oh yeah.
I'm always telling people, relax. Yeah.
It's a nice relaxed one. Obviously, we don't want the jaw on the floor. But this is the thing as well, when you're not noticing yourself, when you're not looking at yourself, it's hard to see if it's open. And this is why I say things like, I know it's awkward. I do apologize, but get a mirror. Watch what's happening with your face. And they're like, oh, God. But all those little kind of things just help. Just help give it a little bit more.
And that speaks to the power of having a singing coach as well, doesn't it? Like someone who is just able to observe, able to hear you in a way that you actually can't hear yourself, because obviously you're hearing your own vibrations inside of your head. So a mirror obviously can definitely be helpful for people who don't have a coach. But yeah, there is that real value there of someone else on the outside looking in, you know.
And I always say as well that I sung completely the wrong way, the uncomfortable way, so my students don't have to. I live the hard way, so you don't have to ruin your voice and end up not being able to speak for about 3 days after singing Edge of Glory at the end of a set. So, so I've learned to bring it down. So there's no reason why you guys can't still have your voice by the end of a set, that kind of thing. And it does wear you out if you are in that thinner space and you're just fighting and you're thinking, this shouldn't be this hard. Why am I making? And it is just yourself making it hard for yourself. In the beginning, it's getting on that space so it doesn't feel like it's completely alien, if you like. Yeah. It's a case of like readjusting and retraining just to bring it down, to kind of stop you from doing the to the karaoke kind of like screechy, oh my gosh, what have I done? Why have I pushed my voice this high? To then bring it down and then realise, oh, breath, giving it room, keeping it in that mixed space most of the time and just staying flexible, and then you're winning.
Fantastic. All that good stuff. Thank you for that. Brilliant. So my last little question for you today, for a little chat. I was just wondering if you have any funny or any strange, you know, performance or teaching stories you'd be happy to share.
Well, there's been a few performance ones. There's one where I was in a school musical, and it was like a secondary school musical, so you know, quite professional.
Yes.
And it was Carousel, and the school had this great idea of putting a boat on stage, because why not?
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So me and a couple of the other girls had to climb in the boat.
Oh no. And
be like, yeah, through in the boat, it's amazing, it's a real nice clam bake sort of thing. Yeah, well, the last person got in and the boat slipped a little bit. Oh, no. And all we heard was, oh my God, are you all right? Coming from the orchestra pit. One of the girls nearly got her foot stuck in one of the guys' tubas.
No!
And I was just like, okay, it's fine. Because when you can just hear that gasp of the audience, and I'm like, smiling away. I'm like, I'm going to hold the boat down and you guys climb out. Thinking, oh my gosh, what else can we do? So everybody got out safe and sound. But yeah, the drama of it all.
Yes.
We just wanted to add a little bit of spice into it. That's what I think.
I respect that.
I mean, now you wouldn't get away with it health and safety wise. It was literally propped up with like a piece of wood.
No.
Just balancing at the front part of the boat. And where they got this boat from, I have no idea. I mean, in Doncaster, I don't know where the nearest place is to be like, hey, can you set me up with a boat for a musical and get it in a school? I just don't know. So that it was traumatic in ways, but it is a funny story. It is.
Yes.
And then
no one drowned.
Well, yeah, nobody drowned in the orchestra pit. No, we were all fine. Nobody got stuck in a tuba. Oh my god! Oh dear me.
Oh, thank you so much for that, Carla. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there.
Oh no, that's absolutely fine. Absolutely fine.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure to speak to you, and lovely to catch up with you a bit. And yeah, have a lovely evening. Thank you so much.
I shall have many cups of tea, many cups of coffee. I still have some cake from the afternoon tea as well. Oh my gosh,
beautiful.
The Twisted Teapot in Barnsley was amazing. That's all I'm going to say. Absolutely.
Twisted Teapot, did you say?
Yeah, the Twisted Teapot. So we had a Harry Potter afternoon tea. It was amazing with my friend, who I've just seen a pop up as well. I see you, Amy.
Hi, Amy.
And they do Beauty and the Beast ones. They do their normal afternoon tea, which she said is a 3-course, and I was like, oh my god. And then they do Christmas ones as well. It's really small and cute, and it's nice. And I want to go back red now. I want to go back red.
Mate, I'm gonna have to check that out. So I've got Yogi throat tea to check out.
Yeah.
Wilkos mascara.
Shopping list.
Yes. Using the bob. That is a great tip. I've never heard that before.
Bob. Yeah. Because if you think if you're up to that higher space, it brings it down. So it doesn't feel like you're pushing up.
Yeah.
It brings it down. Makes it more comfortable. So if there's any kind of points, especially in stuff like if people are going for Lady Gaga stuff, what have I used in recently? A lot of the new like Encanto songs as well.
Yeah. Because
that's a big thing at the minute. Brings it all down.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, thank you so much.
Yogi fruit tea.
Enjoy your teas and your coffees, and hopefully we'll chat again soon.
Yogi throat tea?
Yes.
Sarah, Twisted Teapot in Barnsley.
Fantastic.
It's a recap for you.
Thank you so much. The learning recap, the learning log.
Oh yeah, it's already there. It's already instilled.
Beautiful.
We're off again in the morning.
Thanks so much, Carla. Take care.
Absolutely. See you later.